Hello and welcome to Money9. Today in Money Time we have update on an event that drive all the personal finance in the country, and that is RBI's monetary policy meeting. So let's dive in. In a surprise move, the Reserve Bank of India has kept repo rate unchanged at 6.5%. RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das said repo rates will be increased if needed. Many experts opined that RBI can increase the benchmark rate if inflation does not fall in first quarter. Now, not increasing the repo rate immediately can prompt banks to pause increasing interest rates on fixed deposits and loans. RBI had raised interest rate by a total of 2.5% since the last financial year. RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das said food inflation can continue to fall on expectations of a record Rabi harvest. Food inflation has moderated in the country in the last few months. Prices of wheat and some other food items have relatively reduced of late. Further, the RBI Governor said he expects retail inflation to fall in the ongoing financial year. In the current financial, the Apex Bank expects retail inflation to fall to 5.2%. For the major part of last fiscal, inflation remained above RBI's upper limit of tolerance band. RBI Governor also said war against inflation has to continue. RBI Governor said bank account holders and nominees will be able to find information on unclaimed deposits on a government portal. As of February 2023, about 35,000 crore rupees unclaimed deposits were transferred to RBI by public sector banks. These unclaimed deposits were lying in more than 10 years old dormant accounts across all the 12 public sector banks of the country. SBI has the highest unclaimed deposits in the country, followed by PNB, Canara Bank and Bank of Baroda. The deposits remaining unclaimed for 10 years in a bank are transferred to a government fund maintained by the RBI. The bank account holders and nominees will be able to get information on how much deposit is lying unclaimed in their dormant bank accounts of the government portal. Plus, RBI has also directed banks to display the list of unclaimed bank accounts lying on their websites. RBI is more optimistic than World Bank on India's GDP forecast for the ongoing financial year. The Apex Bank expects GDP to grow at 6.5%. But just a few days ago, World Bank had lowered India's GDP forecast to lower than this rate. RBI has said that on the back of higher Rabi crop output, moderating commodity prices and government's plan of higher capex, it expects India's GDP at 6.5% in FY24. Nevertheless, India's GDP is expected to be 7% in the preceding fiscal, that is FY23. Now, RBI expects GDP will fall in the ongoing fiscal. Plus, according to RBI's quarterly GDP forecast, India's GDP will gradually fall going forward in the current financial year. After the RBI left rates unchanged, markets bounced back after falling in the initial trade. Before the announcement of the minutes of the policy, benchmark indices were trading in the negative territory. But after the MPC meeting was over, markets bounced back, giving a thumbs up to decisions taken in the MPC meeting. On Thursday, Sensex rose more than 100 points to close above 59,800 points, while Nifty 50 closed at 17,599 points. Next news is an important update for salaried employees. From the current financial year onwards, taxpayers need to inform their employers TDS should be deducted from their salaries according to which tax regime. If they do not inform their employers, then employers can deduct TDS under the new regime. If the taxpayer wants TDS should be deducted according to the old tax regime, then it is his duty to inform his employer on the same. The National Stock Exchange cautioned investors against two people and asked them to put their money in any investment schemes put forward by them. These two people were offering investors that they would manage their trading account, but investors would have to share their user ID and password. The accused are Archana Patel of Pyramid Solution and Nagar Ratlam of Wings 2 Trade. NSE said Patel was providing guaranteed returns on investment in the stock market. No one is authorized in India to offer investment schemes which offer guaranteed return on investment. Government of India will not be responsible for any loss of investment made in such schemes. Shriram Finance launches a new fixed deposit of 50 months. It will offer investors an interest rate of 8.5%. Women senior citizens already having an active fixed deposit account with the NBFC will get additional rate of 0.85% at renewals of their fixed deposit accounts on maturity. This means women senior citizens can get up to 9.35% on FD of 50 months if they renew their active fixed deposit account at maturity, while senior citizens of composite gender will get additional 0.75% if they satisfy the conditions which we just spoke about. On the other hand, general account holders will get 8.5% on 5-year FDs. Other rates on fixed deposit accounts with Shriram Finance are 7.6% and on 1-year FD and 8.25% on 3-year FDs. If senior citizens don't have an active FD with Shriram Finance and they are not able to renew it, then they will get additional of only 0.5% over and above applicable rates in case of FDs opened for any tenure. The IPO of Avalon Technologies has got average response on D Street. The IPO quota was almost subscribed 135% by 4 PM on the last day. The quota of retail investors was not even half filled. Non-institutional investors quota was also undersubscribed, although QIs shows some interest subscribing their quota more than 2 times. According to Mint, Swastika Investmart and Investments have given subscribe tag to IPO for the long term. The total size of IPO is 865 crore rupees. Now, its stock was trading at GMP of 30 rupees on the last day. Earlier, it had garnered 39 crore rupees from anchor investors. On the other hand, GoDigit has filed IPO papers with SEBI. The capital market regulator had earlier asked General Insurance Company to refile draft papers after making some changes. Xiaomi kickstarts sales of Redmi Note 12 and Redmi 12C smartphones. Redmi 12C is priced at 8,999 rupees and comes with 50 megapixel back camera. There are 2 variants of the smartphone. Maximum storage capacity is 128 GB. Now, some other striking features include Android 12, 6.71-inch HD plus display, 5 megapixel selfie camera and 5000 mAh battery. The smartphone is available in black, blue, green and purple shades, while Redmi Note 12 is priced at 14,999 rupees. There are 2 variants of this smartphone. Maximum storage capacity is 128 GB. And some other striking features include Android 13, 6.67-inch Super AMOLED display, 50 megapixel back camera, 13 megapixel front camera and 5000 mAh battery. The smartphone is available in black, blue, green and purple shades. And with this, we wrap up the session for today. Next, we will meet you on Monday. But between that, if you want more personal finance update, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube and our app.